Hello everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Natural Red. Yes, Liverpool haven't had a great start to 2021. We've been absolutely shocking at times. Absolute shit this year, really. And I haven't really done a video, so I thought I might have a chat with you guys about the form, about what's happening, about, because the media is loving us right now. Absolutely loving it. Absolutely draining the sponge about Liverpool's problems, and every single day, every single week, there's something new, there's always something wrong, and thinking, right, let's have a chat. I haven't really done a video. I've talked about, the centre backs, transfers, the fun stuff about footy, So we've been shocking this year. We've been inconsistent this season, and all about Jurgen Klopp recently. Condolences to him about his mother's passing last month, and he couldn't attend the funeral to Germany the other day, and it just puts life into perspective, because I live in Melbourne, Australia, and we've just been told to be in lockdown again, 3.0. How fucking, it's only 5 days, but it will end up as a month lockdown. You just know it is. So our life is surrounded only by footy, really. We're stuck in our houses, especially in Europe, England, especially living in Liverpool. Like I said, England, you're stuck in your house, everything is shit. The world is fucked. The world has just paused, and everyone is up shit creek and everything. So footy, right, is just the only thing we have, and it's the only thing we care about right now, and it's the only thing we could put our focus on. It's our escapism right now. It is with normal life and what it was like 2 years ago. It was always something, but more now than ever. If your team fucking loses, and I'm an emotional guy. So if Liverpool loses or has a bad week, my whole week is fucking ruined. I'm like, fuck off. Everything's shite. Everything's depressed. Like, fuck you. I don't want to talk about. I don't like footy when Liverpool loses. I don't like it. I'm a whiny bitch. I don't like it. So I don't. I was like, oh, fuck off. Like, it's like that meme when you're holding an umbrella over the top of Liverpool, and like, oh, I'm angry, but I still fucking love you. It's one of those things, but it's our escapism, right? Isn't it? It's the only thing we could talk about. It's the only thing in our lives that we care right now. Is that the right way of putting it? But anyways, so yes, about Jurgen Klopp, he's had a dreadful start of the year, and personally, I just hope mentally he's okay, physically as well, because he's up shit creek right now in terms of the club, but everything doesn't matter when personal stuff gets in the way, and it just puts things into perspective in terms of he probably doesn't even care about press conferences anymore. And why would you? Why do you like? Because he's actually pretty nice. He's actually nice to the LCTV, but he doesn't give a shit about Geoff Shreeves. He fucking hates Geoff Shreeves, doesn't he? And when we're going with this, it just puts life into perspective of what really matters in the world. Like, the world's fucked. You can't see your family. You can't travel to see your relatives interstate, overseas, and you're stuck in your homes. You can't talk to your friends in person, that is. And it's been a shite year for Jurgen so far, and he's under pressure big time. And then the support of the LC community, we need to get behind him. Get behind this fucking boss. He's done so much for this club. And thing is, I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'd fucking go to war for this guy, for the boss, really. He could get us relegated, and I still like look after him. And he's like my dad, right? He's like, dad, like, it's one of those things. And we've been shut, and people like to talk about Liverpool's problems, and the media, Sky Sports, are like with a magnifying glass looking what's wrong at Liverpool, what's wrong. They're trying to telescope, they're trying to pinpoint that thing, and the thing that's wrong with Liverpool is underneath their fucking noses. They're trying to, what is the problem? What's this? They're having conversations. That is it the manager? Is it like the Dortmund times where he fell out after they won league titles? And it's really, the answer is right next to their fucking foot. But it's boring talking about it, because it's been the same problem all year. So they have to find new conversations. They have to find new ammunition. The rival fans staring at the pot, thinking, what the fuck is wrong with Liverpool? It's obvious, isn't it? We've signed Kabak and Davies. I don't know why I'm going to talk about this. Yeah, I do. So we signed Kabak and Davies, right? January transfer deadline day, wasn't it? And because we signed them too late, because we couldn't sign them earlier, for example, because I don't know, Preston, I don't know about Kabak, but Kabak, they were only letting go if Mustafa went to Schalke, so that we couldn't get that done earlier. So we've had to wait. And then we've had absolute couple trouncings at City, at Leicester, at home City, at Leicester. Fabinho gets injured. Matip goes out for the rest of the season. Hendo's at centre half. Our midfield is absolutely knackered. They're unfit. Wijnaldum's playing every single minute of his every single fucking life right now on the pitch. And it's just been inconsistent. And we've had our 17th centre-back partnership this season with Kabak and Hendo starting at Leicester. Like, 17 different centre-back partnership is actually fucking stupid. Like, it's ridiculous, that level. Like, you just think about it, 17, and it's gonna get, and it will get into the 20s for sure, because you're gonna have Davies playing, you're gonna have Fabinho with Kabak and Davies, you're gonna have Hendo with Davies, for example. You might have Phillips with Kabak eventually if something goes tits up, or Rhys Williams, or fucking who knows what, right? And you can't see this Liverpool team is built on consistency, and if you've got an inconsistent team, you can't have consistent results. Facts. Inconsistent team equals inconsistent results. We had a consistent team around November, December period where we smashed Wolves, smashed Leicester. We did well. We battered Tottenham. We won the game for a minute later, and we had a consistent team. Yes, they were knackered, but it was consistent. It was the same midfield. It was Curtis Jones. What was it? Henderson, Wijnaldum. Was those midfield three? Or was something like that, wasn't it? It was the same midfield three, and it was similar defensive combinations, that is. And we had consistent results. We started getting the groove. Injuries, yes, injuries happen, but what I'm trying to say is inconsistency is worse than having injuries. You can have injuries, but if you're having 3 weeks, and then 3 weeks he's back, and then he's back, then he's now out for 3 weeks. Oh, he's out for a week, now he's out for a week. He's out for 4 months, he's coming back in 2 months. If you have those players out for the whole season, you will have better results than better players coming back in and out because of consistency. That's what this Liverpool team is based upon. Last season, we won the league because of fucking consistency. Week in, week out, same team. We all got very, very fortunate with injuries, with suspensions, and so on. So we got very fortunate. If you want to win the league, you got to be fortunate in those areas. That's just facts, right? We were fortunate, we were lucky. Even though we had Gomez and Matip basically rotating with Lovren, Van Dijk was always there. Alisson was not there, but you know what I mean. The point is in the pudding, right? You got to have a consistent team, and if you don't have a consistent team lineup, you're not going to have consistent results. And the people are thinking, what's going on? And they're thinking that because the media can't talk about the same things every week because they're not going to have the views, right? On media, Sky Sports, Monday Night Football does a good job, but fucking I hate fucking Neville. You know what my point is. So you can't have a consistent team. So if Liverpool can get Fabinho back, he's now injured for another 2 weeks, maybe a week or 2 weeks. Kabak and Davies got a knock in training. Davies comes in and gets a knock in training. And like, fuck off. Fuck off. It's just one of those things. But yeah, we've just got to get consistent runs. And Jurgen Klopp, in press after the Leicester game, we got tonked. Well, we didn't get tonked. Thing is, we played well against Leicester. I thought, like, for 50, 60 minutes against City, we played well. But it's just a defensive collapse with Alisson and the 2 centre-backs. Midfield getting overrun. And then Klopp, in the press conference after Leicester, where we got bet 3-1, he got asked a question of conceding the title, and he said, yes, that's his response. And my heart was like, I could not believe it. Like, we all knew that. We all know that's fact. City are amazing this season. They are flying, and I don't think they can get stopped. And especially, you can't win the title when they're on the form like they are, especially when you're behind. And he just said yes. I'm thinking, fuck. Like, we know it as supporters. We're not dumb, right? We know when the title's probably gone and you're now fighting for top 4 or second or third position, for example. But when you hear it from your manager, when he's having the worst time of his life right now, he's had the worst 2 months of his life. Liverpool are not playing great. Inconsistent squad. Personal. Let's put his personal life at first, because football doesn't matter, right? Incomparable to his personal life. So he's had family problems, issues. Stuck at home, at a country. He is now bedded into the country, but he's away from home. That. So it just puts things into perspective, and he just said yes to continue the title, thinking, holy fuck. I just wanted to tear up for him. I know it's not as bad as some clubs have it. It's just, when he speaks, you're like, you shut up and listen. When he speaks, you're like, what has this wise man got to say? And I want to listen. Yeah, he's like my dad. I fucking love him, and I've run through big floors. And let's talk about the Leicester Man City games, because I'm really all over the shop in this video. Like that Leicester game, we played well. I thought we played really well. I thought, in terms of performance, I thought that was one of our better performance this calendar year in 2021. 70 minutes, some of the football was like, yes, go on. We were pressing like a pack of hyenas. We were playing so well. And the goal, Firmino, it was the most sexiest assist of the season. And a Salah finish was absolutely unreal. And then a defensive collapse with Alisson and Kabak not communicating. And that's what you get with Kabak. First start, and Alisson taking ownership, but Kabak doesn't know what to do. Or Kabak had that COVID and Alisson didn't read the play. It was a mix of both problems. Henderson playing a centre half, he was passing the ball like Xabi Alonso, like Virgil van Dijk. But when you got an inconsistent team in the midfield, Curtis Jones has been taken off twice now against City and Leicester. And after he's been taken off, our midfield absolutely gets destroyed. And when you got Thiago, who's injured, he hasn't trained all week, unfit. Oxlade-Chamberlain is not fit, injured. Well, not injured, but he's not fit. He's not sharp, both Thiago. And then you got Gini Wijnaldum trying to hold that midfield on his own. You can't have that. So the sooner we get Henderson, Fabinho in the midfield, I reckon we'll play Davies and Kabak, two established centre halves, and play Henderson, Fabinho, Thiago, or Wijnaldum, and try to solidify that midfield, and try and keep it consistent, and try not change as much, keep it consistent, try and just play the same midfield as much as we can, because we've got now Leipzig and Everton, and then some big games coming up, and we just need a consistent team, or at least a consistent 13, 14 players. And just, if it's going to be Fabinho and Kabak, play Fabinho and Kabak every fucking game. Play Henderson every fucking game at midfield. And if he's tired, sub him off in the 80th minute, and so on, so on. We just got to keep consistent, because inconsistent teams equals inconsistent results. And that's what we got in 17, 18, 16, 17 under Klopp. A good team, but not a great team. And not a great team produces inconsistent results, great results, and shit results. A consistent team always gets good results. And that's the position we live in. And I feel like I'm just saying blind faith. And I fucking hate doing it. Like, positivity, yay. But I'm just trying to keep it real. And this season's a write-off, but I hope we just don't get latched off on just focusing on the Champions League, because we've got to fucking focus on the Premier League still. That's where we're at right now. Hopefully, because we're like Melbourne, we were having the best time of our lives in Melbourne. Summer off outside for about 2-3 months. We're outside 4 months maybe, and now we're back into lockdown for a week. So hopefully, Liverpool is in our thoughts, running all day, every day. So yeah, if you haven't already, I'll end it right there. Like the video, I appreciate all the support I'm getting right now. Please be nice in the comments. Subscribe as well if you haven't already. Hit the bell notification. Follow us on social media platforms and on Twitch. And subscribe to my second channel. It's a podcast channel. It's nothing to do with footy. It's just me and my mate chatting shit and drinking piss. That's what it is. Yes, and yeah, you'll never walk alone. We'll see you guys later.